What is going on? Welcome back to Financial Journey. So today I want to talk to you about SoFi. With Q2 earnings right around the corner, it'll be very interesting to see what comes from that, especially of their recent actions. It does look like they are trying to prioritize getting customers over profits. I'm going to talk about that and whether that's the right thing to do or not. But before I get into any of that though, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. With that, let's get right to it. Live ticker is going at the very bottom. I'm not necessarily going to touch on their price, but it is green. Can't complain with that. But getting right to it though, there was a tweet by SoFi ultimately saying that if you do have direct deposit with them, you can get 1.8% APY. In general though, that is very beneficial. It's clearly going to get a lot more customers coming in. And this is a good breakdown that was posted by Trader JJ. Ultimately, SoFi offers 1%, give or take. And generally speaking, like I said, if they do direct deposit, then it'll be 1.8%. Just want to put that into comparison over what, for instance, Bank of America offers. So this is hands down absolutely mind-blowing that they only charge about 0.01%. Depending on your status, it could be 0.04, and this is for just a basic customer. Obviously it gets into a little bit more nitty-gritty. If you have higher obviously assets with the bank, they'll give you a little bit extra, but still in comparison to what SoFi does offer, which is 1%, very beneficial. And this was Bank of America, which there was a lot of articles that was coming out recently hypothetically saying that they are very consumer based. So that's one thing that, again, I'm just using them as a good comparison against SoFi. But generally speaking, is this the right move to do? Whether it be 1% or even 1.8%. Keep in mind, in case you guys don't know anything about banking hypothetically, that is exactly one of the main aspects of a banking business on how they make money. There's three different components: interest income, capital market income, and fee-based income. So obviously what I'm talking on is incorporated in interest income. So in case you guys do not know, SoFi gets money from individuals and then they would pay them that 1%. Hypothetically, they would take that money that you just recently deposited and then loan it out to individuals, depending on the rate, obviously 2-3 years. This is just on their website as far as examples by them. So hypothetically, even at 6.99%, that little difference of a margin is considered profit. So that's exactly one of the aspects of how banks make money. So this is where obviously Bank of America, for instance, they charge people 0.01 and then they basically offer the same amount of interest rates as far as loaning money out. That hands down is pure profit. Keep in mind, the higher the interest rate that SoFi does charge, that just cuts directly into the profits. Although having a higher interest rate does incentivize customers to come over, and especially once they do establish themselves with a direct deposit to earn that 1.8% APY, then they are typically more likely to kind of get other products within the bank. Once you set up direct deposit, then it's just you got that customer for life for the most part, unless you mess things up on it. But that's more of a side note. But generally speaking, this is where they are trying to prioritize getting customers over actual revenue and profits. So let me know your thoughts on that. I personally feel right now they are doing the right thing. I don't feel that 1.8% was fully necessary, because they could definitely cut that back significantly, because like even comparison like I showed you, 1% is significantly higher than even what Bank of America is offering. So I think that 1.8% is a little bit overkill given the circumstances, which hopefully won't cut into their profit margins too much. I know a lot of people are very excited about the 1.8% because like I said, it comes down to the fact that we really do need a lot of customers to jump over, because that's just one of the first steps that we definitely do need. But it's interesting to see that they are trying to prioritize customers over profits. But given their basic balance sheet, I'm just going to quickly pop here so you can see as far as cash equivalent short-term investments, 1.35 billion, long-term investments 524 million, and total debt 5.12 billion. I personally feel this was one of the biggest attributing factors why we went down initially since basically February, January-ish, because of that debt. There was a lot of fear about raising interest rates, which definitely would benefit SoFi's underlying business, but still they do carry quite a lot of debt. So that's something you definitely need to watch for, and we do desperately need to eliminate that. And I personally feel that by doing this, they're kind of eliminating the likelihood, or at least the speed that they could pay that off. My own 2 cents. Again, this is where I like to play devil's advocate. Both technically are very good opportunities. Whether we get more customers or revenue is kind of a good conundrum to have, but it's interesting to see their viewpoint on this. But with all that, let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. And if you are buying this time, if you are whatever it might be, let me know what you're doing. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. And if you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a lot of money on SoFi.